What's up, YouTube? This is G-Man coming at you from Cyberbagger. We're back with part 4 with my questions and answer session for the last 35 videos that I posted. Flat Earth, Flat Wrong response. There is now a playlist of the complete 35 videos that you can go back and watch. And the playlist will play them one right after the other. Get YouTube Red, and then you won't have to worry about commercials. Okay, commercials or ads or anything like that. They even have a 30-day trial, 30-day free trial, or 15-day free trial, or something like that. YouTube Red's only $10 a month. Totally worth it if you're a big YouTube watcher like I am, and no ads or anything like that. It's totally awesome. Okay, I'm not making any money off that, by the way. All right, let's get back into it. And now we're looking at, well, what part are we looking at? We're looking at part 6 of my Flat Earth, Flat Wrong videos. Okay, and all right. We got Ants Boy 94. Ants a boy. Attaboy. Ants a boy 94. And he wrote a lot, 3 paragraphs. Keep it down to 1 paragraph. I'll read it if, let's see, if I can find a question. As for atmospheric magnification. I don't know, I might read it. Let me see. Okay, normally light affects when it moves. The military. Man, you wrote too much. You wrote too much, my friend. I'm not reading all that. All right, let's go to the next one. There's only 2 comments on this video. It says 3 comments, but there's only 2. Guess someone deleted one of the comments. So, let's see here. John Smith. I have one better. I want Robert Sungenis to sit in a boat 70 to 1,000 miles out in the middle of the ocean and allow a gunner to target him and fire with only optical devices for targeting, and see if he continues this nonsense of atmospheric lensing around the curved ball. My bet he will become a flat earther pretty quick. Also, we can adjust the scenario to remove the so-called Coriolis effect, so it will not be a factor in his conversation. The Coriolis effect is most likely a myth. With some other, it's not. I don't think that it's even 100% reproducible. They have videos on YouTube where they've done tests, but very unsatisfactory. Kent Hovind dealt with the video on the Coriolis effect, and that video that Kent Hovind used to prove the Coriolis effect was debunked shortly after. Because it's the way the video starts out is the water is completely still. Nobody poured anything in the container. They just drained it. And so that showed, the water did not rotate at all. Then they took it right over. They filled up the water on the right side, or the left side, right side. And the water, it got a spin going. And then they drained it. And of course it's going to spin as it, and then they took it on the other side of the equator line, and they poured it on the opposite side of what they poured it, and then it spinned the opposite direction, just like you would expect it would. And Kent Hovind showed that, and that video is debunked. It's the Coriolis effect is most likely something to do. But it's hard to say for sure on that one. But it's most likely a fake, false evidence and cannot really, I don't think that it can actually be used in real science because it's just not reproducible enough. It's not demonstratable enough. Anyways, it's something that I'm not even particularly worried about, because there still could be a Coriolis effect even with a flat Earth. The Coriolis effect can happen on a flat Earth. That's probably the point that needs to be made. As the sun goes around the equator, or goes around above the flat Earth, it could easily be causing, the heat could easily be causing stuff to spin in opposite directions. You know, the whatever the sun does could easily be causing it to spin in opposite directions. Okay, so that was John Smith, and the other guy, he left 3 paragraphs. I really don't feel like going at it. Alright, try to leave them in 1 paragraph or less. Alright, what's up? This is G-Man coming at you from Cyberbeck. Now, let's see here. I'm totally chilled out in my car here for sure. No comments for that one. Okay, Part 8. No comments for that one. Part 9. Says 1 comment, they must have deleted it right as soon as they posted it. Part 10. Alright, this is going to be part... Comment, finally. Comment on part 10. Okay, 2 comments. Alright. Comment from Science is not the devil. This is part 10. I've really got to see the others. Judging by this one, you're not very good at this. Let's see. The horizon drop animation would be accurate if the Earth was absolutely tiny, but it's not. The horizon drop animation is based on the math that they give us. It's based on the curvature formula. 8 the distance squared times 8. It's 8 inches times a mile when you square the mile. I heard it put like that one time. It's 8 inches times a mile when you square the mile. So whenever you take an 8,000 mile diameter Earth, 25,000 miles circumference, 4,000 miles radius, whenever you take that and you apply it to the horizon drop to it, that's what Rob Skiba was using in his video. We should see horizon drop fairly quickly. The horizon should drop. I mean, just think about it for just 1 second. At 3 miles, that is 3 squared, that's 9 times 8, 72, divided by 12, 6. So you got 6 feet of curvature drop. You're standing 6, you got curvature drop, and you're at 3 miles, you're 6 feet below the feet of the person that is observing this. You're if you're not observing this also, he is 6 feet below your feet. That's the curvature drop we're talking about. So the horizon drop should be easy. It should be small. It should be easy to detect, because it should be there should be a lot of horizon drop. Let's see here. If the Earth was absolutely tiny, but it's not. You got a whole bunch here. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm not responding to all that. Okay, let's see here. There is no curve, bro. Nicholas Pitts says, there is no curve, bro. The apparent drop in the horizon could be caused by a few things. The simplest explanation would be that the flat Earth is not infinite. Yes, I agree with that. We are living on probably a tabletop of some sort. The Bible says that the Earth has pillars, has foundations. The Earth is sitting on the pillars and the foundations, and it even calls it a footstool. We have a firmament around us. It says the Earth has ends to it. It is very. I'll buy that. It is very highly likely. Whenever you go high enough, you are actually seeing what would be the edge of the Earth. And the astronauts would call that the curve. That they would call that they would say the Earth is round. But what you're actually seeing is just the edge of a tabletop. So, absolutely. I agree with you on that one, Mr. Nicholas Pitts. Okay. I'll come back with more questions in the next video. G-Man out.